Hi, how are you? I hope you're well. Welcome to Mel's Musings. Beautiful, beautiful day as I stand here. And I've been sitting contemplating the inspirational messages for today. The first one, get over yourself. Get over yourself. So when we look at that, I feel we're talking about here is that part of us that puts a false image up to the world. We project, we put a mask on. In today's world, with our devices, it's so easy to put a veneer over who we are. We seem to shame away from who we are, and we can put up a filter, make ourselves look different to what we are. But I feel when we start that journey, where does that end? Rather than just accepting and getting to accept and love who we are, to me, that is the deeper journey. And the get over yourself is our ego self that likes to project something we're not. Be something we're not. Pretend we fit in with a crowd that we don't feel comfortable with. Say that we enjoy certain things that we don't really. Because when we do that, we're disconnecting from the journey of finding out who we really are and what we really like. And we can always tell when we're being ruled by that ego self is it gets defensive when it's challenged. It's because if you're happy with who you are, then if that's challenged, you're solid, your roots go deep, you just know who you are and you go, but that's who I am. As my sweatshirt says from my lovely friend Kenza Blanca, who's a fabulous artist, I am what I am. And that isn't an arrogant way of when we can get that again in a more defensive way of, well, that's who I am, like it or lump it. It's not that. It's a deep self-acceptance of who you are. And that's a journey. That's a journey we have to go on of teaching ourselves, learning about ourselves, where we can sometimes realize that we don't even know what food we like because perhaps we're still eating what we were brought up to eat and we haven't tried anything else because we're maybe too nervous to. I was looking the other day that I still use the same washing detergent that my mum taught me to use. Well, that's a learnt behaviour. I haven't tried anything else, so how do I know that anything else is better or different? And so that made me think of looking at other habits, behaviours. Are they mine or are they something that I've learnt? So it's a really good time to look at that, get over yourself, and actually ask, who am I? Where is the authentic me? Where is that on the surface, or am I putting a mask on? Am I covering it up with a filter so that I can face going out into the world? But when I'm at home and taken all that filter off of my behaviours, of my attitudes, of the way I look. Maybe we're frightened of getting older, so we go above and beyond, trying to hold back time. There can be many ways that we can put a false image up, but that can just make us feel even more fragile, more scared, more worried that we'll get found out. So what steps are you going to take to find your authentic self, to become more of who you feel you are? And I pulled another card, take a breather, and I thought, yeah, time to step back, maybe time to reassess yourself, your life, and look at where are you putting up a filtered image to the world of who you are. Are you frightened to come out and show your amazing gifts? Do you feel that you're not worthy of showing what you're good at? Because you think nobody will be interested in that, nobody will want that. Because when I pulled a final card, share your gifts. Sometimes we hide from what our gifts are because we think people ridicule us, or maybe someone around us has said, well, that nobody wants to do that, nobody will be interested in that. Rather than just being honest and saying, but you know what? This is who I am and this is what I like to do. I always feel as well, when we're trying to make others like us, and I'm not talking about when you're trying to stop a friend from danger or things like that. I'm just saying when you get defensive that you want everyone to like the same, I don't know, detergent you like, or bread, or it doesn't matter, behave the same way. I'm just using little things to get you to think of smaller things rather than always looking at the huge picture. But it can be that we can have peer pressure right into adulthood of what we should be doing. I've over the years been made to feel guilty that, or people have attempted to, that I don't particularly like cooking. I cook it's a purpose to eat, and I'm okay with that. And I learn when I want to learn, and I make things when I want to make things. But it can be where people around you, or maybe you do it to others, where you chip away and to try and get someone to do it your way. And that can come a lot in our upbringing, in our workplace, in the people we're around. It can be, we have to stand stronger and put our roots down to say, actually, this is who I am. And I always love series like Friends or something like that, where they actually celebrate that everyone is incredibly different. So maybe it's time for you to take a breather, have a think. Am I really stepping out and showing my authentic self, or have I got a filter on to try and be something else? So I'll leave that with you, and I'll see you soon. Take care and enjoy the day. Lots of love. Bye.